Hey everyone, we're going to read some Ho Chi Minh. This is kind of a short one, and so it will probably be out on TikTok as well. Let's go ahead, and this is Ho Chi Minh in a high civilization. So let's go ahead and get into this. M. Albert Saurat has told the colonial group of the Chamber of Deputies that it is in the sphere of overseas activity that, faithful to the splendid mission by which she has dazzled the world in history, beneficent France is carrying on a work of progress and justice, of the elevation of races, of lofty civilization, whose nobility every day enhances the centuries-old radiance of her tradition. Now here is how this work of progress and justice, etc., is put into practice. On the pretext of acting against vagrancy, the natives of Madagascar are put to forced labor. Thus, on the back of a sheet of paper, which is the native's identity card, there are small squares to be filled in by the employer. In the first of these squares are printed the essential particulars which should be countersigned by the employer. See, employed by Mr. at, from, to, the employer signed. Okay, that's how the thing looked. Any native whose identity card is not duly filled in as prescribed above is considered a vagrant and gets from 3 months to 1 year's imprisonment, and is liable, after serving his term, to be prohibited from residing in certain areas for from 5 to 10 years. Now let us see how the native workers are treated by these civilizing employers. One of them wrote to an overseer who had asked for the wages due to one of his workers, "Tell that pig to go and eat dirt. It is the only food fit for him." Another, discovering that 5,000 francs had been stolen from his home, submitted his 8 native employees to contact with live electric wires in order to obtain a confession. It was discovered later that the thief was the employer's own son. The civilizing son had a good time. The civilizing father was not worried. The fortunate protégés of France are still in Tananarive Hospital. Okay, so yeah, that came out in 1922. This is obviously before, Ho Chi Minh, led the revolution, and he was very opposed to France, as France was also colonizing Vietnam at this time. He began looking at other French colonies across the world. In this case, he was looking at the crimes that France was committing against Madagascar. Okay, yeah, so follow me online, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all marks I saw. Thank y'all for tuning in. Wado, Dadagoi.